Drive from Functional Flex, Team FFLEX. I'm here in my office. Quick video on fat loss and where your body fat goes, okay? A lot of people have this question. It was recently brought to my attention again by some questions, some comments, some things coming up, but it's been going on for a very long time. So let me tell you a quick story real fast. Flashback, maybe like 8-9 years now. I was at a front desk at a gym, first job ever. Hung out with all the trainers, knew all the coaches, knew all the fitness directors, knew everybody and everything, and all of a sudden, one day this question comes up, is asked to one of the trainers, I believe at the time, hey, where does your body fat go? Where does it go when we burn it? Where are the cells going? Do we pee them out? Where are they going? Where is it? I'm working my ass off in here and I want to know where the body fat's going. And trainers didn't know. Fitness directors didn't know. Managers didn't know. All these people didn't know. Come to ask me the fucking question at the time because I was studying for my trainer cert. Luckily, I knew the answer, but a lot of people don't know this answer, and they still don't today, so I thought I would bring it up. There's a lot of misconceptions about it, so here we go. Fat loss. Fat loss cells themselves, you guys. If you have fat loss cells, you never lose them. They never leave your fucking body, okay? Now, what? You're probably, what? Dude, Ryan, where the fuck do they go then? Fat loss cells work in two ways, okay? They're either going to be full, where they're full of fucking fat and large, or they're going to be shrunk down, small, where the fat has been burned and depleted. However, the cells in your body do not leave your body. So, okay, we take someone like me, for example, right? I've lost 90 pounds or so throughout a period of time, a lot of body fat, okay? Because like when I used to be almost 300 pounds, I was pure body fat for the most part. Like if I could be honest with you, I was like on 39.7% or something like that, maybe even more. But I wasn't training with weights. I wasn't doing anything. I was eating fucking Burger King and all kinds of shit and copious amounts and being fat ass playing video games, okay? That was me then. So I attained a large amount of body fat cells at that time in my life. And then when I burnt them all, what I actually did was burn the content of the cell, shrink it all down, shrink them all down, okay? That's how you actually shrink your body, burn your body fat, whatever, you lose weight, all that. You've burnt the content of the cell for energy, okay? Because that's what body fat is. Body fat is stored energy. If you eat in abundance, more calories than you need, your body stores it on you as energy in body fat. Basic shit. So, basically, I never burnt those amount of cells. I still have them in my body, in other words. Like, I didn't get rid of them. They're there, and they're fucking dormant and waiting. And I'll be the first to tell you guys that if I don't watch my diet, if I go off my fucking shit for days, if I go eat a bunch of buffets and things like that, like I'm tempted to do all the time in Vegas, I will gain weight really fucking easily and really fucking fast. And it's simply due to the fact that I have copious amounts of body fat cells that are sitting here waiting all the time to be fed. So really simple for me to put body fat on, okay? Really easy for me to do that, and it's really easy for anyone who has been at a higher weight, a lot of body fat cells, and then come down. It's always easier to rebound. This is why, part of the reason at least, we see a lot of people that go on these diets and these things, they always rebound and sometimes even gain more weight. For one, the diet wasn't the right way. It wasn't set up right, but they're also at a very easy, susceptible spot to gain that weight back super easy and even add more body fat cells. So, now, this is super important for anybody, even if you're not the person that's ever been overweight, you have a hard time or whatever, because we still have this people that do the kind of yo-yo diet, right? We have the people that diet really, really hard, and they're doing a contest prep, or when they want to get lean for their swimsuit in the fucking summer, or whatever fucking reason that is, they diet really hard, and then they just say fuck it and they go off. They blow off the rest of it, they're eating, they're doing everything, they deserve it, all this bullshit, and now they're packing on weight. But what they're really packing on, for the most part, especially if you've dieted really hard and did things that were not good in an attempt to get shit done fast as you could, then you're going to gain a lot of body fat. Now when you gain body fat, we just talked about the fact you don't actually lose those cells, right? So, next time you go to cut, next time you go to contest prep, next time you go to lean down for summer and put your fucking bikini on, now it is harder and harder to actually burn those fat cells in the first place. Because fat cells become resilient. And a lot of times people will do this year in, year out cycles, like New Year's resolutions, for example. Diet really hard for a month, 2, whatever, fall back off, do it again, go 9 months, whatever, 10 months without dieting, with all the bullshit, get unhappy, do it again. Contest prep people do this too, okay? The quote-unquote fittest people, the pros, all these people, they diet really, really hard, and they blow shit off, go on binge eating habits, do all this. But now, you guys, we understand the fact that we are actually adding more and more body fat cells, and this is also why you see more and more people that do the yo-yo diet and not be able to actually get any results anymore. And all the people that do the contest preps that way actually have to quit competing at some point because they simply cannot attain the level they need to be at. And the problem here is the fact that you all have a misconception of what body fat does. Body fat cells never leave your body. They're always there, they go dormant, they shrink, they increase in size if we gain weight, but they never actually fucking leave your body. So if you're repeatedly doing this yo-yo process where you're adding more and more body fat cells virtually, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And it's literally like a ladder just like that. We're burning, we're burning, we're burning, we're gaining more fat cells the whole time. Okay? That sets you up for long-term failure, you guys. That sets you up to have a really hard time fucking dieting down there. It sets you up to have to do more and more cardio, more and more lower calories, more and more strict macros, more and more strict dieting, and eventually, sometimes you're just going to have to deal with the fact that you're not going to actually even be able to attain the level you want to attain because you fucking set yourself up the wrong way. So, where does this apply to you and your health and fitness goals? First off, you got to understand how that process works, and second off, you got to make sure you do things for the long term. And what I mean by the long term is you don't make short-term decisions that are going to give you short-term results to then eventually have to rebound and go through all this shit and add more body fat cells and become resilient and all these problems, okay? So you got to make sure that whatever approach you take to dieting, you're doing it in a slow and sustainable manner. You don't want to chronic crash diet yourself. Like, let's say you're 30 pounds overweight, or you can go on a contest prep, you gotta lose some amount of weight, you gotta get shredded lean, it doesn't even fucking matter. Whatever it is, you gotta do it at a pace that is sustainable and is correct for your body. Now, most people, this is gonna be a half a pound to a pound to maybe a pound and a half if you're really aggressive per week. Now, a lot of you out here, a lot of you people that are overweight more than you want to be, a lot of you people that need to shred down for a contest prep and you got 20, 15, 10 pounds to lose right now, and you're like, what? That's so slow. That's such a slow pace. I'll tell you right now, it might be slower than what you're used to, but that's because you've been doing everything the wrong way. When you decide you're going to cut weight and you cut yourself 3,000 calories off your fucking diet and you lose 4 or 5 pounds a week, that is at a pace that is way too fast. That is a pace that is unsustainable, throws your body into starvation modes, and literally makes your body crave the idea of putting on more fat cells when you're done doing this process. Therefore, you are literally setting yourself up for failure in the short term and literally setting yourself up for failure in the fucking long term. So 2 things we don't want to do. But check this out. If we go at a level playing field, we say we're going to lose half a pound to a pound per week and we're going to be fine with that. That's also going to be great for a few reasons. One, you're not going to be starving yourself. You're going to be at a smaller caloric deficit to the point where it's going to feel almost like you're not even dieting to a degree. You might be a little bit hungry, but you're not going to be starving. You're not going to be trying to fucking focus on food 24 hours a day. You're going to be living your life in a caloric deficit and getting shit done, getting results, okay? You're going to be able to do that more consistently because you're not going to have to binge up and down and freak out and lose your mind and have blood sugar problems and all these things that come with chronic crash dieting. Secondary, you're going to be able to sustain the fat loss that you do happen to have, okay? So like, let's say we're going here at this pace. I want to lose fat half a pound a week. I'm going to chisel that down over time, and it's going to be able to stay. It's going to be easily maintained because as my macros adjust, as my meals adjust, as my plans adjust, my body will adapt to the new me there too. It's not something that's chronic. It's got to learn all of a sudden. It's something that's going to be a gradual process of learning. Number 3, you're going to be able to maintain a better body composition. Okay, so body composition is obviously ideal, you guys. We want more muscle, more lean body mass, and we want less body fat. Like, that's 99.9% all you out here with your goals. So if we want to do that, simple fact, we want to maintain as much muscle as we can. So we want to keep that muscle base solid, and we want to burn that fat off. A lot of people do this. Crash diet, burn both. A lot of times you end up burning more muscle than fat because your body still says, hey, we want to preserve this fat because whatever the fuck's going on right now, we're freaking out. We don't understand it. We don't know what it is. Save the fat for the future because we might not fucking eat. Burn the muscle because muscle is hard to maintain. It's caloric dominant, meaning it takes a lot of calories to maintain muscle. This is why you see a lot of people that have a good muscle base or strong eat a lot more than people that don't. Simply due to the fact that that muscle actually needs to be fed. Okay? So your body will sacrifice muscle any day before it does fat if you diet too hard too fast. So, I went on and on about that to give you 3 fucking important tips. Moral of the story is you never lose your fat cells. You shrink them or you increase them in size. And that's what you're gonna do through any diet, anything you wanna do. The way to make sure that you don't constantly attain more and more fat cells and eventually get to a point where you're at a fucking, just a battle that you can't even win, is you gotta make sure that you do things for the long term. You gotta do things consistent, you gotta do things at a slower pace, and you gotta make sure that you apply yourself to the process, understanding that it's gonna do, you gotta do whatever the fuck it takes to get to where you wanna be, but it's not gonna be in the manner that's the shortest. It's not gonna be in the manner that's the fastest. It's not gonna be the, oh well, I just won't fucking eat, or I'm gonna do 5 hours cardio. None of that's gonna work. If you want results, you want them in the long term, you want to keep them for fucking ever, you want to get fat loss and maintain a new body, do it in the long term. Do it at the slow pace. Do what it takes now. And the rest is going to be fucking easy. Coach Rye is out.